Okay, you guys, I am so excited. Look, I have a treadmill. This is not the treadmill that I was supposed to get. It took forever and it's still not here. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. I already went on Facebook and I already went over everything. In terms of today, what we had to do was get the credit reports. Let me get started with my walk-in. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this, so. Let me just get my walk-in started first. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, y'all, let's get this credit going. Okay, so I already went live on Facebook. I already went live on YouTube, and I already went over exactly what we're going to be talking about today, which is going to annual credit reports and getting your credit reports. Don't forget, we are supposed to be drinking our gallon of water today, and we're doing that every day. Drink your gallon of water every day. Make sure you're doing your 45-minute workout, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to talk for 45 minutes. That's the goal. Hey Siri, set a 45-minute timer. Okay, she's not going to do it. Let me make sure I remember what's 45 minutes, because I don't want to. Okay, I remember. But yeah, I'm going to talk for the 45 minutes, but I'm just going to answer questions right now. If you guys did not go and look at what's on YouTube, go look at what's on Facebook. I want you guys to do what's actually for day 3. What you have to do is go to annualcreditreports.com, get all 3 of your credit reports and download them. That's what we're doing today. Make sure you look at your workbooks. I have the workbook on my website, which is Strong in 75. So just make sure you guys do exactly what you have to do in terms of getting credit reports. Now, I do have some questions here, so I'm going to go ahead and answer all these questions. I'm already feeling like I'm getting tired. I don't know what I got going on. I guess I haven't walked in a while, huh? But y'all know definitely on this side, actually. I definitely run. I haven't did my run for this month yet, so when I do my run for this month, I'm going to definitely make sure that I record that so that you guys can see it. So just some general questions. Let's go over the general questions. I got general questions. So what is the best website to check all 3 of your credit reports for free? That is definitely annualcreditreport.com. You're able to get all 3 of your credit reports for free. So I always tell people, go to annualcreditreport.com and get all 3 of your credit reports for free there and download them. Now, usually it's not the best to get your credit reports there, especially if you know you're going to dispute, but we're looking into the future. We got other goals, so we're going to go to Annual Credit Report to get our credit reports just to start off. That way we have our legal credit reports. If you guys ever need to take some type of legal action, you guys are in the right to be able to do that, and you have your actual credit report. So I would say go to annualcreditreport.com to see it for free. You can also, don't forget in day 1 we talked about getting your credit reports from Credit Karma. So go to Credit Karma, get your TransUnion, get your Equifax, and then we supposed to get the Experian app. If you guys haven't gotten it already, that means you're not doing what you need to do. We're on day 3 right now, so we got 75 days of this, okay? Every day I'm going live. I'm going to get on this treadmill and work out with you guys. And I'm getting short-winded just talking and walking, but I'm going to get it together. Go to Experian and get that Experian report, but you can get your credit reports for free just like that. That's no money. How often should you check your credit reports without paying? Usually annual credit report will let you check your credit report every year for free, but right now we're still on weekly. Ever since, I don't know if we can say the C word, but ever since 2020 when they had that big thing happen, we're back. We've been able to check our credit report every week for free. So that's why I say just check it when you need it right now. That's what I would say, every 30 days. I think on Monday, not on Monday, but day 1, we put a thing in our phone already. You should have already put in your calendar. I already put mine in there. I think I put on the 1st of every month. I'm going to check my credit reports. I'm just going to check it just to make sure ain't nothing out of whack, ain't nothing going on. You guys should have already did that too. That was something that we already did for day 1. So that's how often we should be checking it. Every month minimum. But if you guys, I talk about credit all the time. I'm always about credit. So if you guys are like me, you may just check it every day. Check it every week. Okay? But that's just something that I personally do. Does checking my credit report hurt my credit score? No, it does not hurt your credit score at all if you check your own credit reports. Now, if you have a company check your credit report, you get a hard inquiry on your credit report because you applied for something, that's going to hurt your credit score. But you checking your own credit report, it's not going to hurt you at all. What's the difference between a credit report and a credit score? This is a very good question. Now, the main difference between a credit report and a credit score is that a score is an actual number that you get based off of what's on your credit report. You're going to find that you have over 50 different credit scores, and that's because companies want to come up with their own credit score, basically. So what that means is that if you go on Credit Karma, you're going to have a different score than if you used to get your actual FICO score. So your credit report is the actual accounts, the reporting, the information that's out there about these certain accounts. That's what your credit report is. And then your credit score, that is what is based off of what is on your credit reports. Okay? So that's what the difference of those two is. Is Credit Karma the same as a real credit report? Well, let me say this. I'm looking up lawsuits. I am going to law school next year. I have seen some lawsuits. I am starting to sweat, y'all. I'm like, what is this? This thing is working. But I have seen certain lawsuits where people had screenshots. Their attorney, though, they had an attorney. It's a difference. But their attorney literally put screenshots of their credit reports, and they had settlements. They settled right away. They attached this to their actual complaint. The complaint is what you put in when you're doing a lawsuit. That's when you're telling everything of what happened and also saying how much money you want to get and what they did wrong. The complaint. They attached this as exhibits. They attached Credit Karma, and I was like, this is strange. So I wouldn't say whether or not it's your real credit report, but if you want your real credit report, it still have information on your credit report. And I don't want you to think it's so fake that you can't use Credit Karma. Your real credit report is annualcreditreports.com because that's directly from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So if we're going to put it like that, that's going to be directly from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Okay, let me try to see if I can... Oh, I got a timer down here too. Okay, I'm at 7 minutes. Woo, I am sweating. This thing is working. Okay, go ahead with the working. This is really good because if I can be honest, I cannot, I'm still not clear to run in my races. I'm still not clear to run in my races. I have to walk. So, a lot of my runs I have ran, but the goal for me is for the rest of my life, no matter what, I have to do a 5K every month. It was times where all I can do was walk because I messed up my back. I was messed up. And instead of me just saying, I'm not going to walk, I'm not going to run, I just went out there and did it. So I walked. I was literally, I told y'all on day 1 or day 2 that it was a time where I literally was last place. They didn't even think I was really in a run. Like, look at my mid. Look at my numbers. Y'all can see the numbers right here. That's basically how they know you really in a race. That's how they track you too. Know how long you took. But that was really, let me see how much I can move that. That was this run right here. Woo-hoo. This one right here. This Superman one. Cause my kids came. Joshua and Leah came to this run right here. Y'all have to walk it. Because I can barely walk. When I tell y'all I just got it done, I didn't make no excuses. I just got it done. I just have to do what I have to do. So technically I'm not able to run. And my daughter graduated from, well, I don't say she graduated. She passed her SAT. So I said, hey, you passed your SAT. I'm taking you to Tokyo. Went to Tokyo and I found out I had not walked in a while. Okay? I have not walked in a while at all because my phone just told me too. My iPhone said, hey, something going on with your workouts. You're not moving as much as you normally move. That's at least how you moved the week before. So I'm not walking as much as I need to, but this is going to be good. Get me back to where I need to be. Again, my goal is to be at 150. I already dropped a pound. So I was 156 yesterday. I'm 155 today. I'm like, okay, I'm getting there. I just want to make sure I'm like etching out. Like, I want to etch out this. I want to etch out my stomach. I want to melt all of this fat. That's my goal. But again, I'm not able to run right now. It's okay. I'm going to get where I need to go. As long as I continue to walk, I'll be fine. My goal was never, I did a half a marathon. After I did a half a marathon with my trainer, and then to run 13 miles, where is Evan at? To run, I don't even think I got it up here. Yeah, but it's somewhere up there, but, or somewhere, I forgot where I did with it, but it wasn't worth it. That messed up my knee, my back, and it was just too much work. I realized I just want to just stay active, whatever that means. And if that means that I need to just do 1 walk per day, I'm going to just do that, okay? Okay, so let's get to report specific questions. So these are specific questions about a credit report. So what should I be looking for when I pull my credit report? So what I would tell you to look for, because in our thing, not only did I say pull your credit reports, I wanted you to look for anything that's suspicious. You're like, this ain't my account. This ain't my balance. This ain't this. This ain't that. Circle all of that. Highlight everything that you see that's not correct. We're going to later compare all 3 credit bureaus. And don't forget, if you guys don't want to do this, I have my team. We can actually pull this for you. Call us at 833-RICKITA. That's my name, 833-RICKITA, and it will actually help you through this process. And then let us know, too, that you're a part of the Strong in 75. That way, they'll know exactly what day you're on. And you can say, hey, I need help with this, or I need help with that. We can help you with certain things, like pulling your credit reports. We can actually find all of the errors, too. If you have Identity IQ, we can find all of the errors on your credit report, which is basically what you need to be looking for. You need to be looking for errors, especially when you compare all 3 credit bureaus. But that's what you should be looking for when you pull your credit reports. You want to see if there's anything on there that's fraudulent, that shouldn't be there, that's not yours. Those are the key things. And things that's not accurate. That's the key thing you want to look for. How do I know if an account belongs to me? This is kind of a trick question. You should know whether or not an account belongs to you. And if you don't know an account belongs to you, don't claim it. Okay? That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to claim it. If you don't know if that account belongs to you, don't claim it. So, in other terms, if you see a collection on your credit report, you're like, I did have an account with Capital One before. Don't claim that thing until they claim you. Claiming you means when they give you all the evidence to show that, yes, this is your debt, you owe it, and they have the rights to collect on it. That's when you claim it. If anything look kind of strange and you don't know if that account is yours or not, don't claim it as yours. That's all I would say, because you never know. It could be a fraudulent account. You don't know. It could be an account that you've been paid off, or the balance may be wrong, or, you know, you just never know. I told you guys, right now, I'm in court right now with LJ Ross because I sued them. And my complaint, it's on my complaint, so I can talk about it. I talked about how they had not only put an account on my credit report, but they put it on there twice. So they said, hey, you owe $3,600. And then they put it on there again with a different account number. So that's on there twice. I'm not claiming. I don't know which one of these are right. I don't know what account number you're talking about until you send me actual proof. Then I don't know. And then too, you gotta go look at the original company. If it is a collection company, you want to make sure that that is even correct, because these collection companies can throw, I mean, these creditors and collection companies, they can throw extra information or extra debt on it. They can add extra money that you really don't owe. You don't know. So if you don't know if that account belongs to you, then don't claim it. Period. Don't do it. Can I pull my credit report even if I have bad credit? Even if I have bad credit, you definitely can pull your credit report whether it's good or bad. And if your credit is bad, you really need to be pulling your credit report so you can start fixing it, which is what we're doing right now. I told you guys what I need to work on is utilization. You guys can be working on whatever you need to work on. Whether that's going to be, maybe you guys are working on your collections. Maybe you're working on your payment history. Maybe you're working on just getting approved for credit because you're trying to build credit. You ain't even got credit. It just all depends on what you guys are working on. But I don't care what you're at, good or bad. You need to pull your credit report to see exactly what's going on. And if your credit is bad, that's more of the reason why you need to pull your credit report so that you can see exactly what's going on. What is the most important section of the credit report to check first? To me, the most important section to, I don't know. I would say, I like to look at the negative accounts first. I don't know. When I look at somebody's credit report, I want to look at the negative, inaccurate account, anything that say derogatory. I want to see those first because that's the problem. A lot of times you want to look at like the names and address and all that else in your credit reports. The positive accounts, they're positive, they're good, like they're helping you. That I wouldn't say you want to look at it, but that's the last thing you should be worried about. You need to worry about the negative accounts, the accounts on there that's hurting your credit, the accounts on there that's stopping you from getting approved for credit cards, refinancing your car, getting personal loans, getting auto loans. Those are the accounts that you guys want to be looking at, those negative accounts, those charge-offs, those collections, the bankruptcies. That's what you should be looking at first. And when you pull your credit report from annualcreditreport.com, they should actually tell you what's on there and what's derogatory. They probably gonna highlight that. I know Experian does that for sure. Like, hey, you got this many derogatory accounts or these, and they have like in red or something like that. But that's what I would say that you should be looking at first. How far back does the information go on a credit report? On your credit report, if it's a derogatory account, it's allowed to stay in your credit reports for 7.5 years. Companies don't care about that. They may just keep that account on there, so that's something to think about. If it's a positive account, it can stay on there forever. You don't want it to stay on there forever to continue to help you. If it's positive, you don't want it to make it go away. But usually if it's a derogatory account, 7.5 years, and if it's a bankruptcy, 10 years, depending on which bankruptcy it is. So those are the specific questions about the credit report. So dispute readiness questions. What should I do if I see something wrong? Right now, only thing I want you to do if you see something wrong is write it down. We on day 3. We're going to do disputes for all 3 credit bureaus. I'm going to teach you guys how we can actually do your disputes for free too. We can create your dispute letter and actually we can email it to you, or you can ask us to mail it out for you. I don't want you to think about disputing or nothing. I just want you right now for day 3. We got a lot of stuff going on. We have life. We got to work out like this. We got to drink water. We have a lot of stuff going on. Only thing I want you to worry about right now is finding those errors. That's it. If you see something wrong, just write it down, highlight it. I'm going to tell you what to do with it next, okay? Now, all right now, all I want you to do is if you see something wrong, do something about it. That's it. That's all I want you to do. What's considered an error on a credit report? An error can be a lot of things. An error can be anything that's not correct, basically. They can have your name spelled wrong. I told y'all in the video today that I recorded and I went live earlier where I actually showed my screen. Showed y'all how to get the credit reports. That's when y'all gonna actually see it. I'm gonna only answer questions when I'm on this treadmill because I can't have my computer. I can't show you a screen. I can't do none of that. I'm on the treadmill. I'm just trying to fight for my life on this treadmill while I'm talking and answering questions. I'm on the thing. I'm trying to be balanced right now. But I told y'all earlier on the YouTube video that I asked Equifax to my credit reports. Last month, the judge told me in the case. When I went to court, the judge told me, hey, listen, Rickita, you better ask for your credit report. You got 14 days. Okay, I'm going to ask for them. So I sent the letter certified to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. I have yet to hear from TransUnion and Experian, but Equifax, y'all, they spelled my name wrong. And I got to double check to see if I even sent something to them wrong. That's an error. My name being spelled wrong. When you guys get your credit reports, y'all going to see y'all probably have 10 different variations of your name. You got 20 addresses, especially with Experian. You might even have different phone numbers, different socials on there. Those are all errors. you got to go down top to bottom in an account, and I'm going to just try to think off the top of my head other things you can look at. Look at the account name. Is it the same on all 3 credit bureaus? Look at the account number. Is the account number the same on all 3 credit bureaus? That can be a problem. Look at the balance. Look at the past due amount. Look at the terms. The terms is how many months. Usually with installment accounts, you'll see terms. How many months you have to pay on that debt. You'll see that usually on your card. That can be something that you want to look at. You can look at your payment history. You're going to see plenty of errors up in the payment history. Oh, I'm going to lose my balance. Especially when you're comparing all 3 credit bureaus. So these are the things that you want to look at, okay? These are the errors. But I told you guys that my system, if you guys have Identity IQ, they have a $1 trial. Call us, 833-RICKITA. We can actually find all of the errors for you and highlight them so that you can start working on attacking those different errors. And you'll automatically know what those are. But those are errors. Anything that's not right is an error. I don't care, like, they're supposed to put two N's on my last name, they put 1. That's not my name. Okay? That's an error. And that's something that they're going to have to deal with. That's something that they're going to have to fight with. Alright, so we on question number 12. Let me see if I can drink a little water. We're 20 minutes in. I can feel myself sweating like crazy. We already got 45 minutes on the treadmill. We only required to work out 45 minutes. And like I said, I haven't really been able to run or anything like that. I am talking so I can, and I'm trying to be balanced. My first time even doing this thing. So it is a challenge for me. And I'm trying to think. That's another thing. I'm trying to think, and I don't know where to look yet. I gotta remember this to look directly at the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna get better with time. This is just day 3. My goal is to drink 2 bottles of water because we gotta drink a gallon. If I drink, okay, so I'm at 5 bottles in right now. So 6 and 7. So I'm gonna be at 7 bottles, and I just need to drink 1 more bottle before I go to sleep, and then I already have my gallon in. We gotta drink our gallon of water. I told you I'm a pound down already. I'm so excited about that. I technically only got 5 more pounds to go, but I think that with me working out like this, riding my bike too. I'm not gonna ride my bike on the weekends, but with me riding my bike during a weekday, I'm gonna get so much stronger in my muscles, because I can see, still feel and see a lot of my muscles in my thighs and in my butt. All of this stuff start forming even more. All the muscles here start forming. I know my weight gonna start fluctuating because I'm building muscle, and muscle is heavier than fat. So I know I'm going to have a fluctuation in that, but I'm getting there, y'all. I'm excited. I'm getting to my goal. Can I dispute a late payment if I know it was on time? Should I answer? Okay, so you can dispute a late payment asking them to show verification that you were late. You can do that. And also, too, during this process, if you guys have late payments, we're going to address all of the late payments. And when I say address all of the late payments, we're going to send something called goodwill letters. With these goodwill letters, what they are is we're asking these companies, please remove these late payments from our credit report. They're stopping us from getting a house. We want the car. We want whatever we want. So we begging them basically to remove these late payments. So you definitely can dispute late payment. Even if you know it was on time, just asking them to show verification or show how you was actually late on it, because you probably wasn't late on it. So you definitely can do that. How do I highlight or circle things on a digital report? I don't know how you would do that. What I would suggest is you got an area or that for day 3 in your workbook, you already got an area where you can write everything down. You can actually get a notebook too. That's what I would suggest. Get a notebook, write down these different areas, these different errors. And I do suggest old school. What I like to do is I like to just print it out. I know it's a lot of pages, but I like to print it out front and back, get my highlighter, and then highlight all of the errors, because I can just see it better like that. That's what I would actually do. So I would print it out. I don't know about how you can do it if it's a digital report. You just print it out front and back, and then just highlight everything. That's what I would suggest. Can I dispute online, or do I have? Can I dispute online, or do I have to do it through mail? I would suggest to do it through mail because we give up so many rights by disputing online. And if you dispute online, it seems like they don't handle it the way that they would handle it if you dispute it by mail. And with everything, with me going to law school next year, my whole thing about everything is if you don't do what I need you to do, then I'm going to take legal action, period. And with me disputing online, we just gave us so many different rights. And not only that, it's going to be hard for you to really show that paper trail. What did you dispute? What did you say? There's certain things you need to be able to say in your letters you can't say online. They're going to ask you, pick one. I don't want to pick one. I got 2 paragraphs that I need to say about this one account, okay? I can't just pick one. So I just suggest that we dispute everything by mail, certified mail. I see all attorneys doing that. When I'm looking at all these cases, I see them doing it like this. So that's why I suggest that that's what we do, okay? Okay, so downloading and organizing questions. This is about today, too. We on day 3. If you haven't already, definitely get the workbook. This is just day 3. Make sure that you guys are not skipping the days. I cannot explain this enough. You guys may just come in and go, oh, let me see what's going on. Do not skip the days. Go back to day 1 if you haven't done day 1. And if you don't have the workbook, definitely get the workbook, strongin75.com. Oh, I'm thinking about the workbook. I said yesterday that I had so many of these wage trainers, right? And I said that I was going to give them to you all for free because I have so many of them. So whoever purchased them, I was going to give them to you all. So check your email. Once I get it added to Amazon, it's going to be an automatic thing. Once you purchase the workbook, you're going to be able to get this. So what you just have to do is just wrap it around you, just like this. Simple as that. It's going to just make you sweat more, as if I'm not already sweating though, right? I'm already sweating. But this is going to just make you sweat more. So we're going to see how much sweat I have after I take this thing off. Okay, what format does your credit report come in? Your credit report should come in a PDF. That's what it should be. Can I print it and mark it up? Yes, you can definitely print it, but make sure you download it. That's the key. Make sure you have it downloaded so that you can continue to print it a lot of times, or you can send it over to your attorney, or you can just have it, a copy for whenever you need it. So make sure that you have it downloaded. We're almost at a mile, y'all. 27 minutes in. Oh my gosh, if we was doing a 5K, y'all, we would be, take us an hour and a half. Let me see. Let me see if I can pick up the pace a little bit. Okay, because I'm like, we slow, ain't we? Okay, that's just me. Maybe I'm like tripping. But if I can't open the file from annualcreditreport.com, then if you can't open that file, every week you're going to be able to get your credit report again. You got to go and just download another copy of your credit report, but you got to wait that week. If you can't open it up, that means you saved it wrong. You should be able to open it up because your credit report is going to be on the screen, and then you're going to click download it. So you're the one that's going to be downloading it. So if you downloaded it wrong, because if you can't open it up, that means you downloaded it wrong. You got to wait a week or go somewhere else and get your credit reports. I told you guys, you can get your credit reports for Experian. On day 1, we already downloaded the Experian app. You should have already. So go ahead and open that Experian app, or not the Experian app, but go to the Experian website and download your credit report there. They keep all your credit reports there, and they're even backdated, so you can go back and get your actual credit report for whatever specific time period. Everybody, if you're following along right now, you should have your credit reports for 5/18/25, or whenever you're starting on your day 3. You should have your credit reports. What I need to tell you guys is this. I know I say you can't go to the next day unless you finish it. Meaning, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to act like you have your credit reports when I go to day 4. Because I'm going to already do mine. I have yet to do mine, but when I get off of here, I clean up my room. Because I'm technically cleaning up my room. But after I clean up my room, get all the kids in the bed, I got to Walmart pick up, and I do everything I need to do, basically. I'm going to come back here and download my credit reports. So basically, you have to make sure that you do every step. If you don't do every step, you're messing it up. And I want you to make sure that you do every step on the day you have to do it. When you start this strong at 75, you want to make sure that you're finishing it on time in 75 days. That means that if you don't get your credit reports today, you better get them first thing in the morning, like on day 4, so that at least by afternoon you start over with that. You can be on day 4 for real. But you cannot go to the next step. Don't skip any steps, trust me. And you don't want to be behind. This is supposed to be something vigorous. You can hear right now my breathing. I'm working on this. I'm going to try to get this together. I'm going to make sure I work out. You guys, we have to do every day. We cannot miss a day. If you guys need to build a stronger mindset, please listen to David Goggins. I'm telling y'all, I told myself I need to listen to more Goggins. And Goggins is actually about to be in Orlando. I seen Goggins last year in Orlando. And last year, June, I was losing my mind, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of stuff going on. My brother was in a hospital, sick, fighting for his life. He already had cancer. He ended up passing in August. And I fell off the cliff in August last year. I'm still trying to get my mind together now. That's why I'm doing this. I'm here with you all, and I'm like, okay, let's make this all credit focused. And my biggest thing is the credit is one thing. Okay, I want my credit score to be higher. No, I need to be happy. I need to get my mind back together. And I need to get my body back together. I know if I get my body together, my mind gonna be together. It's all connected. But basically, when I went to go see David Goggins, he said, I don't know why y'all came to see me. Y'all already know what I'm going to say, y'all. And he was basically like, put your shoes on. Do what you got to do. You already know what you need to do. You don't have to come and see me to know what you need to do. And that's the same thing with us. We know what we got to do in our life. We don't want to do it. But I did formulate this plan so that no matter if you guys have credit, any credit situation, you guys should be a lot further by doing it this way. I literally put everything that you guys need to do in terms of credit inside of this plan, so it's no excuses, for real. And I usually try to be soft, like, oh you guys, y'all probably heard me have a voice, oh my gosh, it's okay. Well, if you guys cannot, no, we ain't trying to do none of that. We cannot miss a day. We gotta do what we gotta do, and whatever we gotta do, if we gotta stay up super late, we gotta stay up super late, but you gotta get it done. I'm not going to sleep until I do what I need to do. Every day we need to track our credit scores. There's certain things we just need to do, and we have to do it. Don't go on to another day, or don't make no type of excuses for yourself. We can lie to everybody else, but we can't lie to ourselves. We can't. We cannot lie to ourselves. So please make sure that y'all are developing a stronger mindset. Listen to David Goggins. Listen to Can't Hurt Me. That man, even when he came and seen us, he looked so good. He took his shirt off. I'm like, oh my gosh, this man been working out. And then he saw, yeah, I just have my legs broken. He had something going on. He had his legs broken, y'all. And he was telling us about it. He's still at it. Oh my gosh, he's still at it. So if y'all need some motivation to stay focused, please listen to that. But this ain't gonna be, I'm not gonna make this thing for the week, because I literally had a lot of stuff I had to do yesterday. I was couponing at midnight. I did not go to bed until 3 o'clock. I was at it. And also too, I did my daughter's hair, her toes, her nails. I did my sons, I got my sons together, cooked dinner, helped them with breakfast. I did a lot of stuff today. And on top of that, I'm still at it doing all of this stuff. It's no excuses. I don't want to hear them. I want to make sure that we're all on track. Okay, so listen to David Goggins. Ain't no going back or anything like that. We got to continue to go forward. Okay, that's really my mind. I want to make sure I keep that mentality and go forward. And mind you, y'all, I got 5 kids. I started running after my 5th. He's 3 now. This is where I've been at, and I'm still missing a few medals. I told y'all my half a marathon is not even up here. It's not. It's not up there. There's a few of them that's not up there. But I got this thing and I said, hey, I want to fill it up. All of these, this is not up here. All of those are not up there, but I told myself every month I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna get to it. Y'all, let's not make excuses. Let's make sure we get it in and develop a harder mindset, because after the 75 days, we're gonna be lit. We're gonna be where we want to be because we did everything we had to do. The next thing is gonna be maintaining it. And we're gonna develop a habit by doing it for 75 days, okay? Okay, so do I need to pull all 3 credit reports at the same time? Yes. Yes. We're pulling all 3 credit reports at the same time right now. We're working on all 3 credit reports, period. Now, if you had an error or had a problem with a specific bureau later on down the line, then maybe you don't need to pull all the credit reports at the same time. Maybe it's something like later on, when we do our disputes, we're going to get there. We're going to send them out certified mail. All 3 credit bureaus are not going to respond to us at the same time. They're going, well, not unless they respond to us at the same time. They're not going to get the dispute at the same time. You can mail it on the same day, but they may get them staggered. So say if we mail our disputes today on the 18th. When they give us, when we mail them out, they may get, TransUnion may get your dispute on the 24th of May. Experian may get it on the 25th, and Equifax may get it on the 26th. They got 30 days to respond. So we on the 31st day, I'm going to show y'all how to track the days. On the 31st day, you want to pull that bureau. So you're going to go to annual credit report on the 31st day and pull TransUnion. On the 31st day, pull Experian. The 31st day, pull Equifax. Sometimes it's okay because they're not going to fix this stuff anyway. I realize that. You can just say, hey, Equifax was the last one that got it. What's 31 days from Equifax? That's when I'm pulling it. You can do it like that too. But a lot of times, if you want to be very like, oh, I want to catch them, I want to make sure I do this, I need to do, then you want to go 31 days for each different bureau. Okay, so what's the best way to store my credit reports for future use? I say store them as a PDF, and you want to store them in Google Drive, because you can have Google access everywhere. That's what I would suggest. Google Drive, you got access anywhere. You can share it anywhere. You can put it up on your phone. You can just log into Google and have it, okay? If you have it only saved on your computer, which I have had a problem with this a lot of times, you can only go to your computer to look at it. What do I got to do when I got to go to the bathroom? Okay, y'all, 1 bottle down. Since I got to go to the bathroom, what I'm going to do is, we at 37 minutes right now. We only going to 45 minutes. We only got to do a 45-minute workout every day. After the 45 minutes, which is in 9 more minutes, we have 35, it's some change. I'm going to just drink that bottle of water, and then I'll be at 7 bottles of water. I got 1 more to drink. All right, we got to go through our last questions. We got 10 more to go. So some reflective questions. What surprised you the most when you saw your report? I haven't saw my report, but can I say? I can say it. It ain't no. I guess I can say it. I don't want to say. Oh, so what surprised me the most? Because I marked all my credit scores. Mind you, we already doing Credit Karma, we doing Experian. My Experian credit score right now is like 50 points higher than what I have for TransUnion and Equifax on Credit Karma. I was like, what is this? And since I have a score goal, I'm like, can I count this? Because this gonna hit the score. Like it's gonna be there like tomorrow. Like, can I count this? Should I say all 3 bureaus need to be at my score goal? But that's what surprised me the most. I was gonna say something else, but let's wait to this settlement. Until we sign that thing and I get the post that I got a settlement, I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm not gonna say I don't have a settlement with that company, okay? A completed settlement, should I say. Did you notice any old addresses or jobs you forgot about? No, because I already did all of that. When I say I did all of that, I already worked on removing addresses and jobs and stuff like that from my credit reports. I already did that. Experian is the one that's going to fight y'all the most when we go and start removing these negative things from our credit report. Experian is going to be the one that's going to fight us the most. But it is what it is. That's the one that's going to have so much stuff, like they're trying to know your whole history since you've been a baby. That's them. But we can't necessarily say that because LexisNexis got them beat. LexisNexis keep way more information than Experian does. So, but still, you can see a lot of old addresses. We're not talking about LexisNexis. We're going to probably get into it a little bit when we talk about bankruptcies later on. For those of you that got bankruptcies on your credit reports, but we're not on it right now. What account had the most negative impact on your credit score? Well, when they added that collection on my credit report last year, oh my gosh, they had the biggest impact. And I don't know what it is. It's like, I have deleted these accounts from multiple clients' credit reports. I have. And it's like they want to fight with me. And it's like it's a sign that I need to do something about it, because it's like, why are you fighting with me? I can get it deleted, just like Midland. I had to sue Midland in 2022. It's like, I got Midland deleted so many times, but when it came down to my credit report, I couldn't get it deleted. I'm like, this is a sign that I need to sue, and I need to go forward with it. So I was like, well, I guess it is what it is. But that collection being added had the most negative impact. I don't have any late payments or anything like that. It's really the collection. And then when I tried to apply for something, which I could talk about this. When I tried to apply for something, they denied me, saying you got a derogatory account on your credit report. A collection that ain't supposed to be on there, yeah. Then on top of that, they put it on there twice to duplicate. So yeah, I had the most negative. How many pages was your longest report? So I was talking to an attorney, and he was last week, and he was like, tell me where it's at on this report. I told him, like, it's on page 200 and that is like 200 some pages, or 100 and something. I don't know, like 100 and something or 200 and something. So yeah, it's like 100 and something, 200 some pages. That's my longest report. Was there anything on your credit report that you didn't expect? The collection. But I can't necessarily say that now. I don't have the collection on my credit reports, so I cannot necessarily say that. They're not on there. So I guess that it's not on there that I didn't expect. I've been checking my credit. I'm on top of it now. So yeah. Action plan questions. So when are you planning to highlight and organize your credit reports? I'm doing it tonight, before midnight. Before I go to bed, I'm going to do it. Which bureau showed the most issues? Right now, my lowest credit score is TransUnion, so I'm going to say they got the most issues. But not really, but my lowest credit score right now is TransUnion. So, are you ready to write down the 3 things to fix this week? I'm definitely ready. I'm going to write my stuff down that I need to definitely fix this week. I want you guys to do the same thing. We already should have did that yesterday. Utilization is my thing. That's it, my utilization. So I just need to go back in there and figure out, like, okay, with my lows, where am I at? With my credit, where am I at? How can I get my utilization back up under the 5% for each account? Not just overall, for each account. That's my goal. Do you know how to get your FICO score next? You can get your FICO score from Experian.com. You can get your FICO score there, but I don't care about getting my FICO score. I don't care about getting any credit scores. We're at 1.5 miles, y'all. Oh yeah, we got 2 more minutes. I don't care about getting any of my credit scores. I just want to make sure that my credit report is legit in terms of, okay, my utilization where I need to be. I don't have any negative accounts. I don't have any collections, charge-offs. I don't have any late payments. That way when I go apply for something, I know what my credit score should be about. I shouldn't have to worry. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything. So I don't care about trying to get my credit score. Some people care about that. I don't care about what's on my actual credit report. because again, that makes up all of the credit, that makes up all of the different credit scores. What's your goal by day 10 of this challenge? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the last question. My goal by day 10 of the challenge is just to be here every day, stay on top of everything, and that's it. That's my goal. I just want to stay consistent. I don't care about anything because I know that it's going to be like the compound effect as long as I stay consistent. So I don't care about anything. I just want to make sure that I'm consistent. That's all I care about. So we have 1.64 miles today, 44 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, let me, since I'm going to go to the bathroom, let me drink my last water while I'm about to fall. It's going to be bottles number 7. I got 8 to drink today. Okay, we have 45 minutes now. Alright, y'all. We did our 45 minutes. I answered 30 questions. Let's see. Oh, y'all see this drip? I told y'all, I have so many of these things. As long as y'all get the workbook, y'all see that sweat? I'm going to send y'all a free one. As long as y'all get that workbook, I'm going to email you guys and I'm going to mail you all a free one of these because I have like 200 of them almost. Can y'all see? Oh my gosh. I felt it first. The sweat first in my back. It's working. And that's why I'm losing weight. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 4. Get your credit reports. Watch the video because it's more specific on exactly what you need to do. This is just a question portion of it. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next live. Make sure you guys do what y'all need to do to stay on track. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.